Hi. Hi, everyone. Gosh, we need a plant. We need a plant in this shot. Hold on. That helps. That helps a little bit, doesn't it? Can't really see the leaves, though. Oh, shoot, I can't do it that way. There you go. Okay, that's better. And then the other one. Where's the other one with all the flowers? Oh, well, it's over there. Hi, everyone. Just rushed home from Nashville and have all my groceries still in the car. My car's in the driveway. I have kittens in my garage, so I couldn't open the door and then drive in because I don't want to hit them. So I got to figure out a way to do that after I do this. But at least I got my freezer bag out and I got those put away. But I've been kind of running like crazy since about 5:30 this morning. Good evening, Daryl. I got a little bit started on your video this morning. You guys have such a great garden to look forward to. Daryl's garden is amazing. A terrace garden, another terrace garden, but not like mine, which is just all created, built up in raised beds. His is different. It's built into the ground, but it's so beautiful. You'll see. So Claudia's here from Wet, Indiana. I almost said West. Thank you, R. McGrath. It's getting better. It's real slow. I'm very surprised. Oh, thank you so much, Claudia. Emmanuel is here from Ultimate Gardening, and we have 34 here, and I know you're just ready to just pounce on that like button right away. Jamela is here. So glad you recovered from your injury. And I'm glad you liked the garden tour. It was shot on my cell phone, and I haven't done one of those in at least, well, I put the link for the last one up there. It was 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. And, nothing really had been developed at that point. So there was a lot more to cover. So a lot of people have asked, can I do a garden update every week? And I do see some of the gardeners saying week 2, week 5 of the summer garden and so forth. I could do that. Although, some of the stuff, I don't think that I need to cover all of that. That's a 44-minute video, first of all. I don't think I need to cover all of that because I already covered a lot of the pest issues and all of that stuff. So, but I could definitely do an overview video of that quality every week if that's what you're interested in. So please let me know. Okay, Angela is here. Yeah, I know. I just drove to Nashville and back, and there were just absolute downpours. You couldn't even see anything, but then it wouldn't last long, so it wasn't too much of a grind. Thank you, R. McGrath, for hitting that, and I appreciate that. I want to give, while I'm thinking of it, I want to give my shout outs to Deborah A., who bought a late bloomer t-shirt. I haven't had a sale in a while, you guys. I need some support on the t-shirts. I've got, gosh, how many styles? I don't know, 5, 6, 7 styles, long sleeve, short sleeve, thinner fabric, thicker fabric, sweatshirt, everything but a hoodie. They don't have those for some reason. They don't offer those, but I've got everything else. Kids t-shirt, so go to bonfire.com/late bloomer and you'll find them there. A Bama Gardener is here from Mobile. Oh my gosh, grafting is very, very interesting, Emmanuel, and I wish you luck. I was successful with, let's see, air grafting. What did we call it when we did it? Oh, my leg hurts. When we did it on the fig tree. Oh gosh, I did a video on this and I can't even remember the name of it. Jack Davis taught me how to do that from Phoenix. And I want to say it was air It's not pruning, air rooting, air something. Monica is here from Camarillo. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. Son of a gun, air layering. Why is it called layering though? That's odd. Isn't that funny? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, everybody knows it's air layering. I had just temporarily, my brain is full of a lot of stuff. Forgotten that term. So I want to give Deborah a big shout out for supporting my channel without even being asked. I haven't even asked anybody to buy a t-shirt in a while, and she just did it. So she's a star. And if anyone sent me money for a mug, because somebody asked me about that last week, if they were going to mail me a check, I think, and I haven't been to the post office. So that one mug is still uncommitted, but maybe there's a check sitting over there. I don't know. If you're watching, the person who sent me a check, please let me know. Okay, Karen, I got your email. I just haven't had a moment today to respond, but I will soon. Kristen is here from Pittsburgh, signing in. Mary Rose, do I miss California? No. I wouldn't want to live in California right now for any amount of money. Well, I mean, if you gave me $10 million, I might move back, but it would take about that much. I obviously miss the temperate climate. How can you not? You're growing flowers and wonderful things all year long, and tropical plants, and fruit trees, and all those wonderful things that I grew. I mean, but I had that experience, and now I have this experience. So I'm going to be trying to figure out, with Daryl's help, because he's been here a while, what grows well here, and try to focus on that. In my little sunroom, I still have a few plants. You may have noticed in my last video, I moved the 3 tropical fruit trees that I brought from California. I moved to the driveway. They're going to stay in pots. And if that little mandarin ever starts growing, I'm going to pot it up. But everything else, let's see, I've got I think this is called spotted begonia, right? You told me last week. And I've got the dragon fruit. I've got the dragon fruit cactus in here. I remember I rooted that in a video like 2 years ago, and it didn't grow at all for a long time. And they're both finally growing. I watered this so it's heavier, but look, I need to give it some support. And all these little things want to attach to something so that it supports it going up. And I honestly haven't had a moment to think about my indoor plants, and I'm just glad that they can take care of themselves without a lot of maintenance. I've got 2 of those, and they're both putting out shoots. Finally. I don't know if there's any chance in the world I could get a tropical fruit out of them. I mean, it's always going to be at least 68 degrees in here, unless we have a power outage. I shouldn't say that laughingly. It could very well happen. But anyway, so I don't know if it will. I don't know that I've never had a dragon fruit bloom. So not even in California, it grew to be, gosh, it was 20 feet tall, and it never bloomed. So I don't know. All right. Who else is here? I am drinking. Let's see who asked me that. Hold on. Claudia's asking me, what am I drinking? I am drinking the same thing. I had a little shot, 2 ounces of the red Ningxia. This is made by Young Living. It's this antioxidant, powerful essential oils, wolfberry, and all of that. And it's just, I figured I needed a little boost, and I didn't have time to make a cup of tea. I'm a little leery of making tea these days, as you might imagine, with this burn on my leg. That's weird. Oh no, I did. For a moment there, I thought I hadn't opened that. I just bought this. This is, I've never tried this brand. This is Brew Doctor Kombucha Organic Watermelon Guava Hibiscus Green Tea. Doesn't that look great? Or at least sound great? You can't see what it looks like. Okay. At first I thought it was great, and then it has all these other flavors. So it was a little confusing. Pamela is here. Okay. That's a good question, Pamela. Everybody is going to need to know how to find a handyman. And boy, is Justin handy. I was looking, obviously, and I looked on Nextdoor, and he had posted on there looking for handyman work. And I said, why don't you come up? He said, we talk. What are you interested in? I said, well, I don't really know until I know what your skill set is, And of course, once he came, then I just started getting idea after idea after idea, and starting to live here knowing what that I might need, like I knew from last winter that I had to have some way to solve the firewood issue, where to put it, how to keep it dry. I don't want snakes in my wood, but that's what they love. They love to be in the wood and firewood. So speaking of snakes, just a little prayer for my one of my dearest friends' daughter stepped on a copperhead in Kentucky last Wednesday. She's been in intensive care in Vanderbilt. They airlifted her to Vanderbilt because the local hospital didn't have enough anti-venom. And so now I know where to go if I get bit. Vanderbilt. And but I'm not going to get bit. I'm going to be very, very careful and not get bit. It was a situation where she was walking out to. She had visited a friend, and she was walking out to the car, and it was dark, and she stepped on it. And snakes are going to kind of avoid you unless you confront them, and for the most part. And even yesterday, I was talking with someone. Was it Justin? I don't know. I don't remember. Somebody was saying rattlesnakes will even warn you. Maybe that was Patricia. Patricia, are you there? Rattlesnakes will warn you. Hey, stay away. I'm right here. Okay, sure thing. But copperheads don't. She said there's no warning. Somebody wrote me and said that if you get the smell of fresh cucumber and you're not peeling a cucumber, there may be a copperhead around. And I'm going, wow, that's something. Yes, you're with your mother, R. McGrath, right? I have no idea about that, Mary Rose. Speaking of homesteading, if you're interested in becoming a homesteader, and you really want to get a deep dive into it, I would really recommend a couple of conferences coming up. There's of course, Doug and Stacy have their Homesteading Life Conference in Hannibal, Missouri in August. And I went to that last year, and I had a lot of fun. And there's a river cruise, although, gosh, is that the Missouri River? I kind of think it would be. Or was that the Mississippi? At any rate, it must be the Missouri River. I just heard, I don't know if this is true, but I just heard that the headwaters of the Missouri are there's nothing there. And that river provides so much, not only transportation. I mean, the river that goes through Hannibal, somebody could look it up real quick. I was on a river cruise on that river, and that river was massive. And there was a lot of cargo traffic on that river. So you're not going to be having too much cargo traffic if your river is practically dry. So I don't know what's happening with that. But the other homesteading conference is Homesteaders of America Conference in Front Royal, Virginia on, oh boy, let's see. I think that's in October. Yeah, I'm getting all these conferences and I have a revival I'm interested in going to, and so a lot of stuff going on. And I'm also planning. No, I'm not even going to talk about that yet. I'm planning a trip. You know, I haven't traveled since I've been here, and certainly haven't been on a plane. I haven't been on a plane in 3/4 of a year now. So, but I am thinking about making a trip, so I'll keep you posted on that. So, yeah, Pamela, to finish explaining that, he was looking for, he came up here, we met through Nextdoor. I highly recommend, if you're moving to a new area, or even if you already are in an area, you want resources, there's Nextdoor is a great resource. And it's a lot better than, you know, FB. So you can be connected with real neighbors and know real things that are going on in your neighborhood, you know, from crime and safety to resources, best dentist. In fact, I need one, and a doctor, and all that sort of thing. So that's how we met. And it just, I think God put us together, and that'll probably happen with you when you get ready to do it. Where are you, by the way? You're already a homesteader. Let's see. Ten. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure either, Eric. Yeah. I'm trying to get my friends to leave. Yes, my friend, well, she's a grown woman, the one that got bit, first of all, and she's got kids too. And so somebody was trying to take care of her kids, and her mother came, and she couldn't even put her toe off the side of the bed because it bit her foot twice. So she got a double dose. And of course, the fire department had to come and find it to identify it, because guess what? If you don't know what kind of snake bites you, you can't give the right anti-venom. So they had to find it in order to know that it was a copperhead. Okay. So then she was airlifted to Vanderbilt, and then my friend got in the car Thursday morning as soon as she heard about it, and she was there with her for 5 days. I think she's going home tomorrow. Yesterday, they were thinking she was going to have this surgery to cut her fascia, to let the swelling out, because her muscles were being starved of blood circulation because of all the swelling. You may know what I'm talking about. I had never heard of that, but it was very serious. Linda, oh yes. Well, it's going to be hot, you know, in AC. I got a friend, she was in, where was she? Albuquerque, sorry, New Mexico. she has the RV life, and I saw that she had a little live video on FB today, and she had somehow gotten that RV stuck. The road is like this, and the RV is like this, and the back fender or bar in the very back was into the dirt. And there was a dip there, and the back wheels were in this dip. And she had waited for, I don't know, all night or literally hours and hours. She'd been a member of AAA, or like she said, for 50 years. And she was so tired. She was just bleary eyed. So anyway, always use a flashlight when walking in the dark out in the country. Well, What she told me is because of the cicadas coming out this year, this is the 17-year. I don't know if it's 17 years everywhere. Is it 17 year? I know they came out in Maryland because Jack Redden was sending me these videos of just millions of them on the fence posts and everything. But I guess this is the year. And so I have been noticing that the kitties, our routine now is I go out and let them have a big romp. And they wrestle around and chase around and go up and down the trees. And they find a cicada. I didn't even realize what it was at first, but that's what it is. And she said the cicadas are coming out of the ground and going up on the tree and attaching. And then there's an empty shell. So I'm not sure if they metamorphose on the tree. I've got to look up my life cycle of this 17-year life cycle. But the other day, one of them had one of these empty shells and she was batting it around. And then another one had a live one that was fluttering around. And I'm thinking, oh, great. So they're going after the cicadas, and the copperheads really are attracted to these cicadas. So there's more copperheads around because of the cicadas. So be very careful, everyone. Anyone that's in an area that has copperhead snakes. I said cucumber, right? I think I said cucumber. Let's see. I think I missed something somewhere. Thank you for your prayers. That's really, really sweet. Hello, BTWH from Lower Alabama. What is your first name? Do you have a garden? Yes, Pamela, I do. Thank you, Gracie. Yes, I know, Happy. I know. I'm just kicking myself because I have the mother, that gross looking thing in the jar. It's called the mother. What is there another name for it? Anyway, Jack Davis gave me that when I was in Phoenix last November. It's been sitting in there. And I think it's still alive. It looks weird. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it. I need to find out. Bama Gardner. Bama is saying she doesn't like garden videos that say week so-and-so in the garden. No one does July update in garden. Allie's Fowler, the edible garden. Is that a channel? Allie's Fowler. Hi from London. Wonderful, Bebop. Oh my goodness. Well, it's already starting. The days are already starting to get shorter, and I just hate that. Interesting story. The first, and let me think if it was only. Did I ever go back to England? Yeah, of course. What am I saying? Of course I went back to England. The first time I went to England, I've only been there twice. The first time I went to England, it was during Wimbledon. So I'm assuming that was July. And got a great Wimbledon story, but whatever. I'm not going to share that today. But I remember when I got there, it was just like this. It was light at like 10:30 at night, and I was just, what is it? What, And then when I went to England, and then same thing when I went back to England. Well, it wasn't quite as much because it wasn't quite as extreme because I went in the end of May, I believe. Or was it the end of April? Oh, goodness. At any rate, when I got to Holland, it was like I was going to bed at 9:30 because I was exhausted. I would go out and do these videos. Like I went into the city Amsterdam. And I made that video and I shot, and of course I took the train in and schlepping the camera and shooting everything and take the train back. I mean, I was exhausted when I wanted to go to bed at like 9:30 and this like light just blasting in the windows. Anyway, it was getting dark about 8:30 and now it's dark. What, Patricia, maybe 7:30? Something like that. Deborah, that's an interesting question. Oh my gosh, Karen, I have such a bad sweet potato story. I'm so ashamed of myself. I killed my sweet potato slips and they looked so good. And they were so ready to be planted like 4 weeks ago. And I didn't have any place, and I hadn't figured out where I could put them that they could grow. And then someone, I think it was, maybe it was the last chat, or it was a comment on a video, gave me an idea like less than a week ago about making these cages, Daryl, like your tomato cages, except not that tall. I think she said she was 5'9". If you're on, if the person who said this to me is on, please speak up. She said she was 5'9". See, I remember some things and not others. She's 5'9", and this thing came to her waist. And so it was from the either cattle panel or the one that bends, the concrete reinforcement wire or something. That's what Daryl uses for his tomato cages, something like that. Either one would work. And then she put inside, she lined it with chicken wire, so there was more support. More support for the dirt, so all the dirt wouldn't just fall out. And then she just fills it full of dirt, soil, and plants the slips in top, and then everything goes over. And I'm going, I can do that right there. I could do that right there. So I got the stuff. The last time I saw Justin, which was now, he took a couple of days of R&R, you might say. And I bought something for that. And then I get home and I look at them over there and they look horrible. I killed them. I was so set on having great sweet potatoes. So that's the answer to that, Karen. Deborah, I did a little bit of relaxing yesterday, maybe. Well, yeah, actually this whole past week, because it's been like pouring in the morning and then in the afternoon. Well, I don't know, it's just been weird, but our schedule that we developed because of the heat wave we had, I just didn't want Justin out working at 2 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. because it's so hot. 2 to 3 p.m. is the hottest part of the day because it's right over there. And I'm back up against the hill. And so we changed our schedule to 6 to 12. So I get up at 4:30 to be ready for him at 6. And then we work until 12. And then he leaves because he has other stuff that he does. So I took the opportunity this past week because I went back and read the release instructions from the urgent care, and they said, circulation in your leg is very important for healing, and the best way to get that is to elevate your leg. Well, since this is right here, it's not on my lower leg, which I can do. I could sit at a desk and elevate my lower leg, but I can't elevate this without just laying down and taking a nap. So I took naps all week. So I hope that answers your question. But I don't ever take a whole day off or anything like that. I haven't done that since I started Late Bloomer. 12, how many years? 9 years. Okie dokie. I'm way behind. Let's see. V says, hi from Texas. Veronice. Or is it Veronice? I forget. You're planning on moving to the Mississippi coast. Wow. I would definitely talk to or get to know Danny at Deep South Homestead. I think he's in Mississippi. Let's see, Alabama. Yeah, right. He's down on the coast in Mississippi. Regina, thank you. Thank you, Angela. Tell us about your copperhead experience. Have you had them in Kentucky in your yard? I mean, you must, but I mean, have you had a close call or anything? Oh gosh, I'm so behind on comments. I know, Mary, yeah, I mentioned this last time. Did you see the ice? It wasn't just France, it was somewhere else. I saw just like streets of ice from hail. It's crazy what's happening. Yeah, I heard that Washington State is very, very hot. Yep, drought over there. It's bad. Hmm. Yeah, it got too hot. My son and fiance bought a place in Texas, and they were there for a year, and they left. He said it was 100 for 15 straight days, and I think that's when they made the decision. Pamela is in Wisconsin. Yes, please, everyone, hit this. We've only got 57 of these. It really does help YouTube analytics. We have 148. If you're just joining my channel for the first time, welcome. I am trying to establish a sustainable homestead in Tennessee. The house was already here. I bought it I closed. I always say we. I closed December the 1st. Well, I guess technically it's we because the previous owners closed the same day. We closed on December 1st, and I spent my first night here on a sleeping bag in front of the fireplace. And so it's been very interesting. And if you've been following my journey, you know a lot has happened. And that's why I used the title I did today. I mean, I never imagined it would be this hard. You know, I should have, but I didn't. And, you know, you look at a property and you think that's really pretty, and I'm going to enjoy living there because it's got a great view. All true. But there's all these other challenges, you know, from poison ivy to copperheads. I haven't had one yet. Don't want one. But yeah, if I didn't feel like I was on a mission here, I probably would fold my cards and buy an RV or something. No, I couldn't do that because it's very hard to have a garden if you have the RV life. You're completely dependent upon the supermarket if you have the RV life. I didn't ask, Mary. Maybe I should have. Thunder. Thank you, Karen. Very sweet. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Mary Rose, is like I bought that one of the first things I bought when I got here was those they're actually plastic gaiters. The snake fangs cannot go through that. But it only goes, you know, down just below the ankle. And I'm thinking, if you have on some thin shoes and it goes like that and bites you, say your foot is like, say that's your foot. These are your toes. And that's that part. And then that is your ankle and goes up. If, you know, this plastic goes to here. And if it just reacts and goes like that, you know, it could go through a shoe easily, you know, like a shoe like this, you know, that fang would go right through that. And truly, you know, just walking out, every time you walk outside, you're going to pull on some big snake boots. It just doesn't seem practical. Yes, I have water in the car. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How to Garden is here from Florida. I'm doing better. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. 170 of you. If you're on mobile, your mobile phone, I would really appreciate it if you just click off the live chat. You won't miss anything. Click off. You'll see the like button. Hit that and then go right back on. You'll be off for like less than 5 seconds, and that number will go shoot up. See, it's shooting up right now. Let's see, Pamela. Yeah, so this must be a particular kind of cicada that comes every 17 years. I don't know. And if you followed my channel, you will recall on my Southeast Gardens trip, which was in 2017, because I left on that 3 weeks after I got home from Europe. I mean, it's just like I planted this whole garden in 17 and then I left. I was gone for a month to Europe and then going to gardens, filming everywhere, and then came home for 3 weeks, and then I hit the Southeast. I started in Mobile, and I went up, and I did that area, and then I went up to Charleston and did the Charleston Farmers Market. The Saturday Charleston Farmers Market is awesome. It's right in the main square and in the old part of town. And the cicadas were out. It was deafening. So that wasn't 17 years. So I really don't understand that whole 17 thing. Oh, no, the kitties have definitely had a few of the live ones in their mouth, Karen. I don't know what that is, Eric. Grange Hall, never heard of that. I'm going to write it down. You see, when I write, my table shakes. A labor co-op. Yeah, I saw it was like a barn raising, but it was a huge hoop house raising. That Doug had one on his channel, and all the neighbors went over and helped get the whole plastic over it was huge. Just doing all the corners and all of that. Justin said he would build me one. It's just that I never got it together to order it, the stuff and everything. Oh, I get it, Pamela. Interesting. Carl is here from Ireland. Let's see. Oh, wow. Absolute bliss. All organic and free-range chickens. My gosh. Someday I hope to have a vacation. One of my sons, just really has a hankering to live in Ireland. I don't know if he's really serious about it or not, but he talks about it. But that just does sound like bliss. What kind of place did you stay in? I'll just fantasize for a moment. Indy. Where is Indy? 15 minutes. And what is your name? Thank you for joining our live stream. BJ. And where are you? Where's your garden? One of my kitties is named BJ. It's basically for my mother. Her name is Bobby June, and everybody at the place where she lives started calling her BJ. But I mean, there's another reason that she's named BJ, but she got named BJ before I knew she was a girl. Anyway, so once I knew she was a girl, I said, I'm naming her after my mother. Let's see. Pinoca, Alberta. Fantastic, Louise. Thank you for tuning in again. I mean, I remember your last name for sure. Let's see. East Tennessee. Where are you located whereabouts are you located, Gracie? Thank you, Cynthia. Well, I had a lot of help, as you know. Let's see. She's a bottler, is I think in Canada or no, Australia. Wait, where are you? Sharon Ross is here. Cass is here. What? Oh my God. No anti-venom for coral snake? I don't think we have those here. I hope we don't have those here. Last lot made expired early 2020. Why didn't they make some more? I mean, gosh, with all that money they're making, that makes no sense. Wow. Charmaine, we missed you too. So remind us where your garden is, because that sounds fantastic. Yeah, Claudia, I was wondering the same thing. Where is Indy? Hi, Susie. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you for that clarification. Yeah, you might say that, Cass. Oh, let's see who did that. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much, Vaughn. Where are you? What's your name? Is your name V? Just V? Where are you located? I don't even see you on here. But thank you so much for your super chat donation. I really appreciate it. What are we talking about now, Karen? Brought me some what? Or maybe you're talking about somebody else. Let's see. You're not talking about anti-venom, are you? uh, oh, I see. Oh, God. Well, let's just pray that nobody gets bit by a coral snake. Oh, thank you, Gracie. That's really much appreciated. I really appreciate it. Susan is here from West Virginia. Okay, take care, Emmanuel. That's what I think, Linda. When I started napping, it started getting better. But you know, that video that I made, I spent so much time on that. I stood there without sitting down for 5 hours editing the not the tour, but the one before it, the raised bed changeover. Yeah, I called it something else, but I thought, what are you doing, Kaye? You know, I was so stiff from standing there without moving that I thought you gotta be bending over or something. There's Toby. Let me see who I've missed. I missed so many. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I try to catch up here. Oh, that's good, Dolores. That's fantastic. And I'm trying to remember where you are. I know you got sent a mug, but Kelly, of course I do. Absolutely. I had all sorts of ideas about how I would work on acting when I moved here, and I haven't done anything because I just got swept up in I didn't think it would be this hard. You know, I got swept up in everything that needs to be done around here. And of course, a lot has happened since I bought this place, you know, so, you know, all this recent stuff is just, you know, more proof that I need to be putting all my efforts into growing food because, you know, that's what's important right now. Toby is here. Yeah, I know. I was just really planning on having sweet potatoes. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't take a day off because I got 5 cats here right now, and they have to be serviced. Oh, I'm so sorry, BJ, that your garden got destroyed. Darn it. I haven't heard from Patricia in Mobile. Well, I mean, I've heard from her, but I haven't gotten a report about her garden being destroyed in Mobile. But Mobile has more rain. I don't know if you guys know this, but it has more rain than any place in the country. And I put that in one of my videos that I did down there. Yeah, Toby. I just read your comment. Let's see. Thank you, Karen. 100 days of 100 degrees. Oh my God. That sounds horrible. Connie is here. We have 2 Connies. My Connie from California and Connie from South Dakota. That's fantastic, Connie. What are you doing in South Dakota? And are you able to garden up there? Let's see. Linda Woody says, wear hiking or work boots when doing your yard work. I need some desperately. The problem is, number one, I hate shopping. And number 2, I have a bunion on my left foot. And so ordering shoes is out of the question. And so otherwise I would just order something. But you have to try them on, because if they don't have give in the fabric or stretchy or something over that bunion, then I literally have to cut the shoe. And, I would have had it fixed a long time ago, fixed meaning surgery. But my doctor said it only really, people are only really satisfied less than 50% of the time. And I'm going, I am not going to have surgery if it's only, 50% chance of working. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Linda, because we had a copperhead in our yard growing up, and I remembered to mention this to my mother today. I don't think she remembered it, but I think it was the only time I can recall there being a poisonous snake in our yard in Tennessee growing up. And I think it was before church, and you could look out the bathroom window and see what was going on the patio. And you very often did that when you're in the bathroom for some reason. We would look down, and she looked down, and there was a copperhead coming out of these tomatoes that she had planted. And I asked her today, I said, do you remember if you killed the snake or if Daddy killed the snake? And she goes, I don't remember who killed the snake, but it got killed. I said, I think she said, it got killed, didn't it? And I said, yeah. And I said, after that, you went down with a hoe and chopped down all the tomato plants. So, but she had 4 young kids. She couldn't have a copperhead visiting the tomato patch. Pamela says, rubbing alcohol neutralizes poison ivy, oak, and burning nettle. You mean stinging nettle? I actually sting myself on purpose with stinging nettle because, this almost looks better than it used to. I would sting this joint here, which has some arthritis in it, and this one because I had a ski accident and I got what is it called, gamesman's thumb or something, where this gets pulled back, and that ligament in here is stronger than the actual bone tissue that it's attached to, and it will pull away from the bone. It won't rip. It'll rip the bone. I got that like Gameskeeper's thumb, I think it's called. And so when I was up visiting Sharon, who has a lot of medicinal herbs growing in her garden in Delaware, she has a biodynamic farm, 5 acres, that she manages by herself with horses, making her own biodynamic compost from the horse poop that the horses eat alfalfa. And she does all of the preparations, which I really don't know anything about. I wish I did. At any rate, when I was there, she made me brush up against the stinging nettle. It really hurt. I had never experienced that. It really hurt. And then I found some growing in my garden in California, and I did it on purpose a few times because it's supposed to help. I don't know. At any rate, I did not know rubbing alcohol neutralized it. Let's see. Thank you, Karen. That's really sweet. I really appreciate that. 174 people. If you're joining my channel for the very first time, I'm coming to you live from Tennessee at my home where I'm trying to build a sustainable homestead, trying to grow my own food, and with moderate success so far. Got a real late start. There's no excuse for that because I was here all winter. And I did start my seeds. I didn't start my seeds that late, but everything got planted late because of the development of everything. Garden spaces, where to put stuff. Okay, so Sheila is here from the Ozarks. Let's see. Okay, why? Yes, Toby, but yeah. Let's see. No, all cicadas hatch every 17 years, not a certain cicada. We get them every. Oh, I see. Thank you for your clarification. We get them every year, but the particular ones we get this year were in the ground for 17 years, and they come out every year because they're all aged differently. Is that what? Aha. Okay. Yes, I was in Mobile for sure. If you look back, BJ, at my Southeast Gardens playlist, I started in Mobile. And Patricia Smith, my goal was to go and meet Patricia Smith. She was a big fan of mine. She had a disabled son, and 2 daughters. She was working in a food pantry growing the fresh vegetables out back. Big food pantry for the area. You may have heard of it. I don't remember the name of it now. It's a regional food bank. And so I started there. And one of my goals for going there was to help her get some good pictures, because she had sent me pictures of these food dishes that she was making. She was trying to develop a cookbook, this Southern cookbook. And I thought, well, I'll start my trip there. I was going to visit a lot of gardens. And I said, I thought I'll start the trip there, and I will take pictures of these things she makes, take nice pictures for her cookbook. And we did do that, but it didn't get written. I could provide pictures, but it just didn't get written. I actually don't know if she wound up using my pictures or not, but the cookbook got made. It's a soft copy, not a hard copy, obviously. Those are getting rarer and rarer for anybody to make, but hard to self-publish. I don't even know if you can self-publish a hardback book. Anyway, yeah, I went to a bunch of places around there, so I hope you check those out. Well, that's what I was, a friend of mine was just saying, Deborah, is that just might as well keep all 4 of them because it's a big place and there's going to be a lot of mice. And, I don't have a dog. I've thought about getting a dog because just for protection. But right now they're here. And, I just went to look out. I parked in the driveway, I came in the front door so that, so they wouldn't be upset or whatever. And I came and I looked out the back door and they just all like ran up to the stairs and they're like dogs, like panting, like we're hungry. And I'm going, man, you just ate 5 hours ago. Let's see. Sherry's here from Michigan. Yvonne is here from New York. Denise is here. Thank you, Paul. Where are you writing in from? Where do you live? Oh my goodness, Happy. Okay. Toby, let's get back to gardening, okay? Thanks. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, how lovely. I'd love to visit that, Carl. That just sounds fantastic, honestly. If I got a chance to go someplace like that, I would take a day off. I would take several hours off and just chill out. Hello, Mariana from Atlanta, Georgia. We are 4 minutes away from liftoff. Now I'm going to sign off just in a few minutes because I just got home. I have cats to take care of. I haven't changed my dressing on my burn since this morning. It hurts. Let's see. Oh, good, Billie Jean. That's a very famous song, isn't it? No, wait, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Dolly Parton's song. I can't think. Tracy is here from Pennsylvania at the last possible moment. No, it's 5 more minutes. Thank you for tuning in, Tracy. Tracy runs a family farm, and she's got children and animals and vegetables, and they're very, very busy. So don't worry about it, Denise. I got a lot of weeds. Just as long as you don't have weed from Daryl's place, okay? Oh, it's not a weed, it's an ivy, but it's a weed. Okay, Eric, thank you. Let's see. Allison is here. Wow. Zone 5, you've got a lot of stuff going for Zone 5. Cukes, peppers, doing great. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Are we down to the bottom? No. Oh, wait, no. I jumped. Let's see. Oh gosh, it just jumped. Now I don't know where it was. Where are we? Jewel, Bamagar. Gosh. I can't. I'm going to miss a bunch of these. Let's see. Australia. Yeah, it's. I think that's. I think that's better, Krista, because it's too long. I had a long name for a long time. It's too long. And, when you just glance at she's a bottler, you kind of run T and L together, and it's almost like she's a bother. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that to you, but you certainly don't want that. So Krista Suburban Prepstetter, or Suburban Prepstetter something. Yeah. I don't think I would put the girl with the hat in your name. I don't know if too many people are doing that. Let's see, East Tennessee. Von Bailey's in East Tennessee. Keto Homestead with Jess. Hello. Okay. What? D says rattlesnake antivenom is $50K a pop, and some need up to 3 pops. Well, my friend's daughter got as much as they can give you. Wow. I wonder if all that's turned around and billed to insurance. It must be. Susan is here from Troy, Michigan. Welcome. Cherie is here from Kentucky. I'm about to get off, everybody. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if, Bonnie June. Oh, that's nice. Well, my mother's name was Bobby June, not Bonnie, but that's lovely. Well, he did get the cistern patched, so we'll see if it holds. We've had a lot of rain since he did that, like every day. Let's see. Yeah, Keto Homestead with Jess. Krista, if you're still watching, it could be Keto Suburban Prepsteader with Krista. I don't know. That's something to consider. How is that name working out for you, Jess? Keto Homestead with Jess. We were just talking about channel names. It's a good thing because my office is a disaster, Jess. I haven't focused on my mother asked me if I had gotten things organized. No. Hi, Sweta from India, the country, right? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you've got to have a connection to South Dakota to choose to go there, I would think. And I'm sure there's a lot of beautiful places in South Dakota. It's just, I've never been up there. It's just, it's not on the beaten path, Daryl, how many inches of water do we have to date this year? Rain, I mean. Hi, Jack. I mentioned you earlier. I'm going to be getting off very soon. I'm just trying to catch up. Lauren is here in Germany. I'm doing better, Lauren. Thank you so much. She's in Berlin. Yeah, Cabela's. I'm going to have to see. I think I've seen one of those, maybe in Nashville. I haven't heard of Academy. She's talking about hiking shoes or work shoes. Yeah, well, if they almost kill you, Jack, then yes. My friend's daughter got bit by a copperhead twice on her foot, and she's been in intensive care for 6 days. So that snake was killed, I'm afraid. Wow, Julie. Where did you get it fixed? Is the doctor in Nashville? No, that's fine, Happy. Don't worry. Well, Toby, this is the garden channel, and I'm trying to keep it on topic. So I'm sorry. And hey, you have a lot to talk about because you just bought a big place. So I'd love to hear how all that's going. Dallas grass. Anybody know how to get rid of that? Oh, Julie, that makes me want to do it. I didn't know you had poison ivy, Jack. I don't have poison ivy right now. I don't have an outbreak. I've been very careful, but I'm dealing with the burn. Fantastic, Branken. How did you find a place in the Ozarks being in Hawaii? That's pretty far to be looking for a homestead or farm. Hey, Kevin, just about to get off. Thank you for tuning in. Central, Alabama. Central. Hi, Judy. Okay, Karen, I will. Dana Hoover is here. And where are you writing from, Dana? I don't remember. Fantastic. Where is your keto homestead, Jess? Yeah, it's kind of stormy here too. Oh, I bet it is. Well, I have a friend if you watch those videos, I have a friend on the beach just over, let's see. I flew into Pensacola and she's not too far from there, but she's over in Alabama, just across the border on the beach. And I had a great little few days with her. So I could go down and visit her again. Nola is here from Glendale. Dee Wynn is from Texas. Daphne, Seeker of Truth. So glad you all made it before it was over. I hope you'll go back and watch. Let's see. Oh, I'm sure. It's I'm looking at Branken. You might want to Branken, if you're not already following her, you might want to follow on Instagram Elizabeth Westcott, I think is her last name, but it's Lizzie Lou's Family Farm. And they were doing a market garden with vegetables and everything, and they decided to put all their focus into flowers. And she's got 2 twin daughters that are blonde, and they're growing up on the farm, 2 farm girls. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And so she has this beautiful Instagram account, gorgeous flowers. You might want to just connect with her for advice. She's very generous. I hope that's helpful. And I did a video with her before she converted to flowers on that trip, on the Southeast trip. Lizzie Lou's Family Farm. Piano recordings. Kristen is here from Southern California. Have you been following me for a while, Kristen? Did you see my beautiful piano I left in California? Oh, boy, Diane, that's a long name for a town. Perkiomenville. I don't even know where to put the emphasis on the syllable. Thank you for joining us from Pennsylvania. Susan in Arizona. Spiritual Battle, Morrow, Ohio. Well, if I ever get to Lebanon, Ohio, I'm going to go to the historic Golden Lamb Hotel and Restaurant. Thank you so much. uh, thank you, Jeremy at Son of a Gun. That's not the song I was thinking of. I was, but yeah, yeah, he did Billie Jean for sure. Wow, I must be really behind. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic, Branken. I I'm assuming you're bringing your husband from Hawaii. You don't have to answer that, but I hope you have help anyway. Uh, yeah, that's a real sweet deal. You know, to have electric and a well, and for that price, I mean, you could put up a big teepee until you have time to build a house. Why are you saying yay, Denise? It's rained every day. That's what I'm hoping, Dee. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the kitties walk through the poison ivy and then they lick themselves, during the night, and then I pet them in the morning, and then I wash my hands. I don't know. I don't know. I'm drinking goat milk, local, and also, by the way, Denise, I didn't get any. The goat stuff yesterday. I didn't get any goat yogurt, so I'm gonna have to go next Saturday. Anyway, I'm trying to build immunity by local honey and local goat dairy. Oh, Coco, we're getting off. I'm so sorry. Oh, wow. It just jumped. Let's see. Thank you, piano recording. So you must have seen my beautiful piano. And it turns out that, I donated it because I thought I'm going to really need a big tax deduction because sold the house last year. And then I found out that I couldn't take the deduction, any deduction for it. And it was just like, oh gosh. But, some student hopefully is going to be there playing their piano. Their music is hopefully going to be benefited by that piano. I hope so. I mean, I wish I knew who it was so I could give them the history of that piano, but oh, wait till you see. She built a Branken. She built a. Actually, I don't know if that's your name. May not be your name. She built the most beautiful. Well, she has two daughters. She built a beautiful little house with a fence around it, like in where they garden, so they could be in there playing house, protected by this little picket fence. And it had windows and furniture, or like a kitchen or something inside. It was just, you'll see if you look at her Instagram. Did I visit Sweetwater? I don't know. Is it right there? Is it right next to it, Steve? Because we drove from Lubbock to her ranch, and about halfway is Post. And I have the Epsom salts and t-shirt, and I have a t-shirt that says Post Texas on it and everything. Well, I only have what is the story with Karen with fried green tomatoes? Are you supposed to use a certain kind? Because they're all green right now. I mean, and hard. So I haven't made them in a long time. See you, Keto. Let's see. T. Dew is here from San Antonio. Thank you, Coco. Oh, I hope you didn't get hurt. Wait, you this morning before church, you were getting your weed eater, electric chainsaw, and so forth loaded in your lawnmower trailer before hooking it up to the lawn tractor. The weed eater slid out without notice, tripped me. Ooh. Well, at least it wasn't the chainsaw and cut you. Well, you will in your new house, right, Jack? You jammed the wood chipper. Well, I'm so glad you came in. Okay, everybody's going, including myself. Let's see, just south of Post. It's on the I-20. I don't think I went there, but of course, my friend who grew up in Lubbock would know all about it. Gretchen is here. Oh, wow. $9.30. Wow. Thank you so much for rewatching, everybody. Have a great week. God bless you. I hope you are all safe and informed and prepared for whatever's coming our way. So in terms of crazy weather, food shortages, whatever it is, I just be mindful of the possibilities. And there's so much information on the internet. So like I said, God bless and have a great week. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Brankin. Oh, that's cool. I don't know which part is which, but I look forward to hearing from you again soon. Take care, everybody.